Hello YouTube, I'm the Sketchy reporter. I am back again. This time I'm going to review a movie that you have not seen. Don't worry, I hadn't seen it either. I actually saw a trailer for this movie after purchasing another DVD. And I saw trailers for this and I was like, I gotta see that. And then what do you know, it never came to a theater near me and I was super angry. But all things aside, I went to the Walmart here in town, and they had it for like $7.50. And to my knowledge, this movie just came out like this year. It might have been last year, probably was, but just $7.50. And that movie is Hitchcock. In the spirit of films, kind of like the movie Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. If you remember correctly, I gave that movie a pretty sour review. This is very similar in a lot of ways, but this is so much better. It helps in a lot of ways that this is literally the story of Alfred Hitchcock, one of cinema's biggest legends. You know, the guy behind, like, The Birds, Vertigo, The Lady Vanishes, most importantly, Psycho. If you've never seen Psycho before, you owe it to yourselves to go see that as soon as possible. Not the Vince Vaughn remake. You get that one, turn it off, you want the original Psycho. The Vince Vaughn one, joke. This is the one starring Anthony Hopkins, Hitchcock. It was made by Fox, which I usually have a big problem with Fox, but they actually did a stupendous job with this movie. It is a story of how Alfred Hitchcock got the ideas and what he had to personally go through physically and mentally in order to make the movie Psycho, which if you have seen Psycho, you know it's one of the first movies that really set the bar for how much like drama and blood and like violence and female nudity that you could push without making the censors go all crazy. Because this takes place in like the 50s, 40s or 50s. Pretty sure it's 40s actually. And you gotta think, back then, there was not a lot of room for air, a lot of room to like, show that kind of stuff. Nowadays, it's everywhere. You can show that kind of stuff and get like a PG rating. But back then it was hard, and this movie proves that. And that's one of the reasons why Hitchcock is so amazing. Because it proves, it shows the audience not only what goes into making a movie that you see on the screen, a lot of people forget that everything that you see is not everything that goes into making it. And this movie delves into a lot of interesting things about what goes on when you have to get censors, like the behind-the-scenes budgets, not only juggling that, but your personal life as well. Now, this movie is not about the making of Psycho, it's the telling of what he had to go through with the story. Like, it's not like a documentary or anything. That's one of the things that threw my girlfriend off for a loop. She thought it was going to be like a documentary. No, this is actually a drama. It's really good. It's a good drama in itself. And it's just really fun to watch. People who don't get into that kind of stuff, it's really not that hard to jump onto. I myself have a lot of problems with these kind of movies, but this one was done really well. I can't say that enough. It has like Scarlett Johansson in it, not hard to look at, and it's just insane what he had to go through. And I know some of the actual story about for Hitchcock. This is actually very close to really what happened. And I understand they have to make some tweaks here and there to make it a watchable movie. You gotta add suspense, but they don't call him the master of suspense for nothing. So definitely check this movie out if you've never gotten the chance to. It's like $7 now at your local Walmart. Pick it up, you owe it to yourselves to watch it. Hitchcock. And if the tagline could not be any better. If you love movies, Hitchcock is hard to resist. So take that as you will. I'm the Sketchy Reporter, signing off.